There we go. I was wondering why the mic wasn't moving on the mixer, but all right, I think that's good. I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different with the where I am positioned. I think I'm gonna have to move myself later, but before we get started, welcome everyone to the Limbus today. It's been a while since we did this. My name's Ruka, by the way. It's been a while since we did this, but yeah. So when was the last Limbus company stream? I'm gonna have to double check that, but it has been a while. Hey Rex first, welcome. How's it going? Let me double check. When was the last Limbus company stream? It has been a while, and while I did say that I was going to be streaming, what do you call this? Limbus company stuff whenever new things came, it was a little bit difficult when Kanto 4 came around, so let me see. Limbus company, the last one was in April. Granted that there's not a whole lot of updates between then and now, but Kanto 4 did come out, and so let's just address the elephant in the room right now. Ruka, what happened to Kanto 4 playthrough on this channel? Yeah, about that. about Kanto 4 playthrough on this channel. Yeah. So I was planning to do chapter 4, Kanto 4, as a video on the channel. I wanted to experiment to see how that was gonna go, and I was able to record the first half of Kanto 4 as a video, but somehow, some way during a cleanup process on my PC, I may have deleted that footage, and so all my commentary and reactions are gone from that. So it's like, well, crap. Okay, well, I guess that's not the end of the world, but that's exactly what happened. So no Kanto 4 on the channel, at least that. But then you're probably saying, what happened to the other half of Kanto 4 and the dungeon of Kanto 4? Couldn't you at least stream that? Well, by the time I found out, let's silence you for a bit. By the time I found out that Magic Hellbus was coming around, and it was going to be locked behind Chapter 4, and that was like this past weekend. There was no way I could actually stream it with all the other stuff I had, so it's like, okay, I'm just gonna do all this stuff off stream, rush through the end of Chapter 4 and beat that, and as well as the dungeon, which I did. And I gotta say, Chapter 4 is actually pretty good. Definitely not as hard as Chapter 3, though, you know, there's been a little bit of a power spike between then and now, so it's a little hard to tell if it's actually easier or we just got stronger. It's a little hard to tell, especially since we also have level 35. We can get up to level 35 with the IDs. We also have uptie 4. I have some IDs up to uptie 4. Just a few, not all of them, because I was looking at the differences between uptie 3 and 4 for some of the IDs, and it doesn't seem like it's worth upgrading for some of them, so I didn't. As far as upgrading egos from 3 to 4, I haven't found a compelling reason to do so for the most part. But yeah, this is basically my current team right now, at least the team I like using. So we got Spice Brush here for Yi-Sang. Spice Brush has been doing very well. Spice Brush did a lot of work back in Chapter 4. Holy crap, it really did. And we're also using LobCorp Faust. Yes, you have Chromer Faust over here. Why you're not using that one? As fun as Chromer Faust is, I feel like LobCorp Faust is just a little bit stronger, at least for speed runs. LobCorp Faust is a little bit stronger, but I do like my Chromer Faust though. Chromer Faust is pretty fun too. It's just, you know, in general, if you're running NCorp, if you're running NCorp Sinclair, probably not the best choice, because you want to keep this boy crazy whenever you're using him to keep that power up. Otherwise, if he's too sane, he gets weaker, and that's not what you want. Honestly, that's not what you want. Even though he can corrode and hit one of your guys very, very hard, it's still not what you want. And even though if he does corrode and hit one of your own people, it hurts, but it's not always gonna hurt that badly, so you can kind of recover from that. So yeah, I mean, there was that. But yeah, for the most part, this is the team I'm using. So not much to say about that other than I think we'll be okay I think we'll be okay. We do have a new banner out today for the Magic Hell Buzz. We got the Well Cheers Ego. Well, I guess they're calling it Soda Ego. I guess technically it's a Soda Ego. We did have this all the way back in LobCorp, but I don't think it looked anything anything like this, if I remember correctly. But the shrimps are back, and the shrimps have a boat now. I don't see the vending machine though, so that's a little weird. We also have Boatworks Ishmael. I'm guessing we're gonna get some other Boatworks people, but this is very, very interesting. I took a look at this one earlier, and I'm gonna have to shrink myself just a little bit so you can see numbers here. So at Uptide 4, you have quite a bit of tremor, quite a bit of sinking. The skill 1 is decently strong. I think most of her skills are 2 coins, and then you have skill 3, which is 3 coins. Right, 3 coins for up to 18 total damage, I guess. And a lot of sinking and a lot of tremor. I wish that fragile was a little bit higher, but I mean, it is what it is. I guess she gains tremor as she keeps attacking, so she's kind of like Yi-Sang in that way. But if she's this strong, I don't think she's gonna have too much of an issue batting away most attacks anyway. And then if you have a lot of resources for egos, you can make sure she's going to be safe for the most part. But I am noticing a lot of sinking here, quite a bit of sinking. I think the thing that most interested me with Boatworks Ishmael, Fishmael is, I guess, is what some people are calling her here, is the defense down. But I don't think defense down is that much stronger than fragile, right? At least I'm not entirely sure what the numbers are on that. Fragile's good. Fragile's good. Defense down, I feel like, is also good. Maybe not as good as fragile, but it's still pretty good. If you combine fragile and defense down, holy crap, that's like really, really strong. But even if you don't have that, the number of sinking on this probably is still good enough to keep damage going. For the most part. That's what it looks like to me anyway. Not that I do any theory crafting, not that you can do much theory crafting here, it's just basically what works practically, right? It's just what works practically. And the thing is, it's not like she has minus coins, so she's gonna be pretty sane for the most part. And then I guess you also have rupture protection if you do her defense coins. I don't think I've ever done defense coins on purpose, so that's also kind of iffy, I guess. But yeah, we also have Honglu. I don't know why the name escaped me. As soon as I stream, it's like my brain goes like away everywhere. Which I think it looks like it's mostly heals. Head's attack, heal 2 with the lowest HP. Tail's attack, heal SP. So you heal something either way. Crit attack end. Heal the ally with the lowest HP percentage for 8 HP. And heal the ally with the lowest HP SP for 8 SP. Crit? So if you do a tails, you do a heads and then crit that, I guess you do extra healing. It's a little weird. I don't know how that is going to be useful practically. I don't think it is, unless you can like spam this. I guess it's kind of spammable. The cost is pretty low, but you do have to have 3 different resources to do that, so it's somewhat spammable. Not really, but somewhat spammable. And then you have the passive. When enemy is defeated, ally with at least SP gains 1. So I guess the SP heal keeps going up. Amount is reset at the start of a new wave. So I don't know. It definitely, you can't snowball with this thing, which is a little sad. It's a little sad. But it is what it is. Wait, is okay, 20 cost. It's a Tef. I was about to say, is this a Zion? It's not a Zion. I think Zion is Roshu's. Anyway, let me see. I was wanting to roll, but I feel like I spent too much money. I feel like I spent too much money in the last banner trying to get, what do you call this? Mersault. Arcorp Mersault. Spent a little bit too much, so let me see what I have here for. Where is Ishmael? Is this Ishmael? No, that's Rodion. Where is Ishmael? This one's Ishmael. 156, and I have how many boxes? So if I spend 100 boxes, that's maybe... I kind of do want to try getting boat works, but at the same time, I may as well just use the boxes if I have them, you know? If I don't have boxes, that's when I actually do roll. So I'm just gonna use boxes. I'm sorry if that's not very exciting. I'm sorry if that's not very exciting, but that's what I'm gonna be doing here. Alright, let's see. We are I'm probably gonna go for 200. No, let's do 150. Let's do 150 first. And we're gonna do Ishmael. 313. Okay, let's do 50 next. And we go that. 102. Wait. Is my math wrong? Oh, I overspent. I overspent. I literally had it earlier. Boxes are the best choice. Had bad pulls on the banner as well. Man, I feel that. I think I had like 100 pulls before I got Arcorp Mersault. So that was kind of painful, not gonna lie. I used up most of my tickets and about almost 10,000 lunacy. I mean, you can see my lunacy here. I got like enough for 200 pulls, but do I want to spend it? No, I don't. I'm saving that just in case. Also, welcome Anthony, welcome. So we're gonna get Boat Works Ishmael, and I guess we have a little bit of extra. We have a little bit of extra ego shards for up tier 4, but let me see what the difference between 3 and 4 look like before we actually do that. Because I don't think most of them need tier 4 unless you have just the extra. So if you don't need it, then we don't have to do it. But I like the sinking, I like the tremor, so why not? Why not? Okay. At least we have a lot of threads from season 1. A lot of threads from season 1. Well, it's not for the C event that I'm trying to do a tier 4 for. It's like what is the strength difference between tier 4 and tier 5? Tier 3 and tier 4. That's the thing. Counter 4 was pretty good though, not gonna lie. A lot easier than Counter 3. Let me just say that again. Getting steamed alive in here. That's because it's a wetsuit, not a bikini. It's a wetsuit. It's gonna be hot. You need all that protection that you can get for diving into that grime. Wait, why is it like clear? Why is it like blue water on one side and green water on the other side? I just noticed that. The sounds of ponderous sighs and crab shells cracking open filled the green, squelchy mudflat. Come on, pop right off. Come on. After a few labored grunts from the child, a metal scrap splashed onto the mudflat. It was soon added to the pile, which had grown taller than 2 trash crabs stacked together. Oh, we're gonna be fighting crabs, I guess. Where'd the kid run off to? I thought he went to get the wagon, not cobble together a whole new one from scratch. Well, I guess that's what he did. I think I need a break. She wiped the sweat off her brow and plopped herself on top of a trash crab's shell, which had now become a rather serviceable stool. That's hard to say. To quench her thirst, she raised the canteen she brought to her mouth and scowled. What the? I thought I got a bottle full of ice water. Went and go lukewarm on me. Well, but you need a thermos for that one. Besides, salty. That top must have come loose or something. The child glowered at the canteen, at the lake, then back at the canteen. She again sighed deeply, and dumped the entire canteen on her head. She probably thought that the water would at least cool her down. How much longer do I have to keep doing this crap? Brushing through her now soaked hair, the child began to contemplate. She was thinking back to when she first woke up on this mudflat. She was glad that she was able to come back from the books, but it was unfortunate that she couldn't choose where to come back to. Of course, the child didn't have a penny to her name, and even before she could find her bearings, she noticed a trash crab aggressively crawling towards her. All she could do was face it, completely unarmed. Perhaps her fixer days weren't for naught, after all. Watching her beat down a trash crab with her bare hands, the owners of nearby boatworks offered to buy the scraps off her quarry. It's thanks to their help that we were at least able to get our own boatworks. And phew, even that would have been a challenge, had the other guys not returned as well. The child's goal was to return to V Corp, District 22. What is V Corp? Back to where the office used to be, to get their old lives back. Still a ways to go to earn enough for the ride back. Phew. I'm wasting time. The wagon will get here at some point. I might as well kill some more crabs until then. I hope the crabs are good eating. Maybe not. Well, mud crabs really are not good eating to begin with, so... She dove back into the lake after muttering to herself. She whispered, aiming her weapon at the trash crab hiding in the depths of the lake. Sit still. No use struggling. Alright. One side is wing, one side is the back streets. That much of a difference with just one little net barrier? Wow. Okay. Okay, let me just see the difference between 3 and 4. It may not be worth it. On hit, 2 sinking. On hit, 4 defense down. Wait, we already have 2 sinking here. 2 sinking, heads hit. Oh, it changes from heads hit to on hit. Oh, okay. That's actually quite a bit better. So, and then we go from 3 defense down to 4 defense down. And then for skill 3, coin power +1 for every 5. What was it before? Coin power +1 for every 5. If target is +6 plus sinking, 20 damage. It goes up to 40% damage. I see. It's a bit stronger. It's a bit stronger, especially S3. It might be worth it. It might be worth it. My threads are running low though, but I guess we can afford this one. Let's go. Let's do it. Why not? This is probably okay. Okay, and then let's get her to to max here. Oh. I'm gonna have to... Oh, I'm gonna have to like farm more experience tickets. I'll do that later. Level 34 is fine. Level 34 is fine. Okay, we got that. Let me do one more thing before we get started. I need to get ready for the event, so hold up a sec. Here we go. Here we go. I am now dressed up for the event. I got my my shrimp suit. My shrimp suit's ready. I'm hoping this is a good enough PPE for working the boats. If not, then I don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say. Okay, I'm gonna be over here at the side. I may have to like put myself into a box if I'm getting too much in the way. Well, I'll just play it by ear. Okay, let's go ahead and get this event started. Hoping for a bikini. Soda is fine as well. Yeah, I think soda is as appropriate beach wear. What are you talking about? We don't do bikinis here in Limbus Company or Project Moon. What are you talking about? Okay, where do I start? This thing? Oh, I guess it is this. No, that's the... Oh, that's the exchange. Stage, gather scrap. Clear 4.5. I already cleared. Oh, that's different. Oh, okay, here it is. Here it is. Let's go. Beach episode. Literally the beach episode. It's been about 2 weeks since we took care of the job at K-Corp. The immense dullness of traveling through a nest by car was just starting to sink in. Oh crap, I missed that. Hold up. Pretty sure I saw a road that looked exactly like this one 30 minutes ago. The way roads are built in nests and backstreets is rather dissimilar.
뒷골목에서는 통하는 길만 한다면 골목 구석구석을 질주하며 갔을 수 있었겠지만 보통 둥지 안에서 차를 타고 어딘가를 간다는 것은 어마어마하게 끔찍한 교통체증까지 감안하겠다는 뜻이니까요.
Oh no, traffic. I thought Sharon was like running over people to clear traffic.
그래서 돈 좀 주머니에 짤랑거린다 싶으면 W사 워프 열차도 타고 그러는 거 아니겠어?
We really don't want to use those trains. You don't know what happens in those trains. We really don't want to use those trains.
워프 열차는...
The bus fell silent, as though everyone seemed to simultaneously recall the warp train they saw in the mirror world. Oh yeah, so okay, so they know what the warp train does because of the mirror world.
전 역시 버스가 나은 것 같네요.
동의한다.
차라리 히스처럼 속편하게 자기라도 하자. 창밖만 보고 있다가는 지루해 죽겠으니까.
Can't they just go back to their rooms? They do have rooms on the bus. They do have rooms in the bus. So we spent days upon days of boredom on the bus, making very little progress. Toward a tunnel that seemed to lead somewhere.
거의 다 왔군요. 이 터널만 지나면 곧 길이 틀 겁니다.
Just as Faust said, the traffic jam appeared to visibly improve, allowing us to make actual progress. That's good. I can't see much yet, but I'm glad we're almost there. Speaking of which, our destination was... Yes, indeed. Once again, we're being blindly led along by our guide to who knows where. Don't you think it's about time you started telling us where we're going?
단태 씨가 목적지를 묻는군요.
I was asking if he could start telling us where we're headed before we leave, but I thought better of it.
이번 목적지는 최종 목적지는 유사에 위치한 로보토미 지부입니다.
U-Corp. What does U mean? Underwater? That's the only thing I can think of. Yep, okay, that's the Ishmael chapter.
뭐야, 이스. 자다가 깼어? 갑자기 움찔거려서 놀랬잖아.
죄송해요.
I wasn't sure why Ishmael suddenly jolted, but I decided to carry on with our conversation for now. Wait, so by our final destination you mean...
지금 우리는 경유지를 향해 갑니다.
Just as Virgilius finished his sentence, the bus emerged from a lengthy tunnel. Ocean?
저건
Oh, this music! When I heard this music in the trailer, I was thinking, doesn't this sound like very much a Blue Archive kind of thing? Like really, this sounds very Blue Archive. And then you see the rest of the trailer. I looked to the window, which had suddenly turned bright. It's actually blue! The cleanest sandy beach and the most turquoise blue ocean I had ever seen graced my eyes. I didn't even know oceans existed here, but then again, Ishmael worked in a boat.
저것은 대호수가 아니오.
Okay, it's not an ocean, it's a lake. With Don Quixote's enthusiastic exclamation, sinners began waking up from their naps one by one.
야, 이거 얼마 만에 보는 광경이야?
어머, 그래. 자기는 와봤던 거야? 나는 말만 들었지 한 번도 와본 적 없는데.
The sinners each began excitedly chattering about the sea. I mean, I guess it would make sense there's some kind of resort-like place in the city. But still, it's like, I feel like only rich people get to do this, you know?
아니, 잠깐. 벌써 내 차례라고?
Sorry, Ishmael, you're gonna have to see the whale. Which I'm kind of wondering, how is the whale gonna be shown in this thing? Or is the next guy, Captain Ahab? I'm guessing Ahab is gonna be the boss for the next chapter or something. He's gonna turn into a whale. Except for one, that is.
아직 다들 준비가 안 됐는데.
You're never ready for anything, don't worry. Ishmael, you good?
아니요. 잠시만요. 생각을 좀 할 게 있어서요.
While I was still worried about Ishmael's sudden gloominess, I had faith that she would be okay. She was always on top of things after all. Besides, my attention was drawn to the bubbling enthusiasm that seemed to have possessed the sinners.
그러면 우리는 대호수로 가는 것이요?
대호수는 듣기만 해보고 실제로 본 적은 없었는데 이런 모습이었군요.
Yeah, I'm sorry, this is not where we're going. This is not where we're going.
지친 우리의 여정 속에서 드디어 물놀이라는 것이 있을 예정인가 보.
아하, 이런 곳에서 휴양을 즐겨보는 것도 좋은 경험이겠어요.
쉴 수 있게 된다면 따뜻한 모래사장 위에 누워 하늘을 바라보고 싶소.
나는 기다란 벤치에서 일광욕. 본인은 비치 볼리볼.
What is that? What is that pronunciation? Hold up. I need to hear this again.
본인은 비치 볼리볼. 모두와 함께 해보고 싶소.
What is that pronunciation? What?
그거 재밌겠네.
The sinners were all eagerly chatting about things they wanted to do. It was nice to see them excited for once, but...
이봐, 안내자 양반. 우리 정말 쉬는 거야?
Everyone seemed to be conveniently forgetting the fact that Virgilius never even mentioned if we were stopping at the beach. We were just passing by the beach.
그럴 리가. 그런
바퀴를 도랑이 걸칠 거야. 끼.
Huh? Gonna hitch wheels in a ditch? The formerly on-track bus suddenly swerved and everyone was thrown around the bus, as is often the case.
뭔가 속습인가?
그저 경유지에 도착한 것뿐이다.
And then reality sinks in. The sinners got to their feet one by one, groaning with pain.
이게 대체 뭔가?
Wow, the difference is just stark. You see blue, and I guess the red's normal out there in the horizon, and then here we are in the polluted part of this lake. It's a wonder that it hasn't seeped through. Only the despairing cries of sinners echoed in the dark and damp view outside the windows. Yeah, it do be like that. All right, everyone, get to work. There's no break. No beach episode. This is a lie. This is a lie. The beach episode is a lie. Mudflat Scrapyard. Alright. Let's try the new team here. So let's do Beachworks.
재촉지 마시오.
I want to use some different people I haven't used before. There's not really a whole lot of options for it though. We're gonna put Sinclair out for
전
now.
준비되었어요.
And I guess I'm gonna do... Let's do Rodion. Let's do Rodion.
슈트가 실시.
말도 안 되고 이런 곳에서 베케이션을 즐기란 말이야?
There's no vacation here. Sorry.
놀랍게도 돈키호테 베르길리우스 저 양반은 한 번도 놀라고 말한 적 없어.
아니, 제법 운치는 있군. 맘트.
Not bad? What do you mean not bad?
아, 이럴 거면 아까 그 예쁜 모래사장은 왜 보여준 거야?
Well, there's probably no other way to get here other than through the beach.
그러게요. 차라리 모르고 왔으면 기대도 안 했을 텐데.
아니, 저기 바로 코앞에 아까 보았던 모래사장이 있지 않을까?
I mean, on one hand, at least you can still see the beach. Technically, you can see the beach. It's just right there. You just can't go to it because you got work to do on this side.
왜 저리로 가지 않는 것이오? 공기도 깨끗해 보이고 날씨도 좋아 보이는데.
이번 목적지가 그쪽이 아니니까요.
그럼
The sinners' faces grew dark with disappointment, I bet. Everyone was disappointed. Can't say that I wasn't a little excited to have some proper rest myself, but I had a feeling this was going to happen. So, where is this exactly? It'd be in everyone's interest to focus on what's next.
이곳은
21구 유사의 뒷골목이죠. 아, 진짜 아직 안 되는데.
Oh, I bet.
맞습니다.
So, that's why there hasn't been congestion since the tunnel? Because we're not in a nest?
그건 둥지마다 그리고 뒷골목마다 다르기 때문에 일반화하기는 힘들어요. 하지만 이번의 경우는 그렇다고 볼 수 있겠네요.
I see.
저 옆은 개인 소유의 해변인가요? 물도 이쪽에 있는 물과 완전히 다른 색이네요.
그렇군. 칼로 변화듯 경계가 져 있다. 이런 특징을 가진 곳은 뻔하지.
Huh.
네, 여긴
대호수죠. 여긴 원래 그래요. 저렇게 쉬기 좋게 평화로운 공간은 보통 둥지의 영역이죠.
I see. So the nest is over there, the backstreets are over here. Yeah, it's still kind of weird that you can see both ways. I feel like, at least for the nest side, they would not want to see the backstreets that closely. Hope maybe it's camouflage for them, but on the backstreets, being able to see inside, that's yeah, that's just not great. That's not great for morale.
설명의 기회가 자꾸 아사지는군요.
Does this place count as the back streets when it's so open?
뒷골목은 단순히 건물과 건물 사이에 생겨난 골목만을 칭하지 않아요. 둥지가 품지 않은 구획의 전역을 의미하죠.
Right.
뭐 이런 쓰레기 같은 것들이 너저런 걸 보면 누가 봐도 뒷골목 아니냐?
이것 보시오. 쓸만해 보이는.
뭐야? 왜 말을 하다 말아?
움직였어.
What moved?
뭐가?
이 라디오 움직였어. 21구의 라디오는 발이 달려 움직이는 건가?
Ah, I see.
뭐 정말?
At Heathcliff's cry, everyone turned towards a certain pile of trash. Ah, the radio's on a crab. I see. And there it was, all of a sudden, a monster. It's like, cool. A crab monster. Well, what's worse, crab monsters or the chickens from the previous in-between chapter? At least the crab monsters look kind of cute, minus the stuff on top of him. Alright, I guess we'll just do this for now. 100 HP! I'm guessing they're weak against blunt. It only makes sense. I can't imagine piercing and slash work too well. Let's see. Oh, actually piercing works very well. So Sync Dawn would actually work pretty well here if I had her, which I don't. Oh well. So I'm guessing also R-Corp Heath would be very, very good here too. Can literally shoot the crabs. Unless all of them are a little different. Nope, they're all the same. It looks like they also have weaknesses to, what do you call this? To elements, for lack of a better word. Which I don't think normally most things have element weaknesses unless they're like Abnos or spawns of Abnos. Yeah, this is really, really great when Yi Sang actually does the AoE. Nice. Very nice. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? We're eating crab today. Actually, are these edible? Actually, no, they probably would not be edible. They're kind of green, they're kind of goopy. Yeah, I don't think I want to eat these guys. I imagine they're kind of toxic. Oh, Ishmael's actually all pierced now that I think about it. Because she do be using the harpoon. That would make sense. Okay. Next, is a fight. Guess we're going in another fight. Let me... I guess I'm gonna switch out Faust for... No, not Faust.
전 준비되었어요. 전 준비되었어요.
Do you have any pierce? You have 1 pierce and 2 blunt. How about you? Slash. Pierce slash. I think, yeah, let's switch Faust for Heath. And Heath is gonna switch over to R-Corp. Right there. Anyone else? I think everyone else is pretty good, so let's go. I wonder if there's gonna be a giant enemy crab. I bet there's gonna be a giant enemy crab. I'd be surprised if there wasn't a giant enemy crab, to be honest. What I do want to know is how the trash gets on the crabs so neatly. I guess there's just so much trash around that they just kind of get caught up in it. But it also looks like it's tied down to the crabs. So are they using the crabs for something or what? They just get tangled up.
이기는 편,
Huh.
편.
Still though, this looks absolutely toxic. Absolutely toxic.
완료.
다시 못 살게 구는 일은 없을 것이오.
내 피가 배고파했어.
Alright.
잘 됐다. 그치?
Where is the ish S3? I want to see the ish S3. Guess we're not getting it.
피어나라.
Okay. You were busy? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I mean, it is also kind of summer, so a lot of people are kind of
야호.
like doing their summer things,
편.
so it's understandable.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
I'm actually surprised July is when a lot of summer activities started hitting. I would have thought June. Would have thought June would be when summer stuff hit. But there's always the VOD in case if you miss stuff, so that's not bad.
그래서 이 벌레 개딱지 같은 것들은 뭔데?
Bug crabs.
저기 자꾸 나보면서 묻지 마. 내가 알 턱이 없잖아.
덱 안 봤어 아저씨. 자꾸 그러는 거 피해망상이라니까. 벌레 이야기만 나오면 아주.
크랩게네요.
Trash crabs. What's a trash crab? They're what? Ishmael interjected all of a sudden.
크랩게요. 저렇게 등딱지에 쓰레기나 폐품 같은 걸 붙여서 지비자 무기로 만드는 것들요.
Oh, they're kind of like hermit crabs, but they're not like hermit crabs because hermit crabs have like squishy bodies, and then they kind of like use shells to make a home for themselves. But I guess there's like extra layer of shell for these crabs.
지긋지긋한 놈들이죠. 물가에서 일하는 사람들에게 불쑥 튀어나와 공격하기도 하고 주변을 돌아다니는 사람들을 덮치는 일도 잦고. 하지만
So much pests.
저런 잔챙이들은 널리고 널렸어. 더 중요하고 위험한 건
Ishmael? I was about to check in with Ishmael as I probably shouldn't let this go on for any longer, but
저기 벌써부터
Oh.
저를 잡고 있는 건가요?
oh, look. Okay, so that's where Sinclair's outfit comes from. That's where ID Sinclair gets it. I see. It makes sense in context, to be honest. It's not technically beachwear, but it's like they're kind of mechanics, right? They're kind of mechanics, and the guy just happens to be like this for his work. A couple of people in work overall seem to be approaching from a distance.
미카. 귀한 고객님들이잖아. 좀 더 예의를 차려야.
아, 그런가?
Customers? We're customers?
뭐
RTs. What the heck is an RT?
저것들은 뭐냐고 하시는 것 같네요.
레인, 이 사람들 우리 보고 저것이라고 하는데 꼭 예의를 지켜야 하는 걸까?
저길 수도 있다. 어이, 신분을 밝혀라.
정의에 대한 얘기를 전달받지 못하신 건가요?
No, we haven't.
그래, 전혀 없다. 마치 그럴듯하게 신분을 위장에 끼어드는 스파이처럼 말이지.
저기요, 스파이라면 좀 더 체계적인 방법을 사용하지 않을까요?
그렇겠죠. 오티스 씨, 이분들은 이번에 협력할 분들입니다.
Huh.
다음엔 빨리 말하도록.
반갑습니다. 미카 씨, 레인 씨. 저희는 LCB, 림버스 컴퍼니 버스 부서입니다.
Okay, I was confused why there's a B in LCB, but Limbus Company Bus makes a lot of sense now. Because LC is like Lobotomy Corporation, and then LCB is like Limbus Company what? Bus, apparently. And I guess the bus is its whole department.
버스, 맞네요. 그때 그분도 버스 녀석들이라고 말하셨으니까.
How much do we get paid, by the way? I don't think we get paid at all, right?
LCC의 비포팀이 이미 다녀갔다고 들었습니다. 그분이라는 건
잠시 명함 좀 다시 보고 LCCB
네, 맞네요.
확인은 끝난 것 같으니까 가게로 돌아가서 마저 이야기하죠. 그 버스에 대한 것도 좀 보고.
I guess the bus needs fixing.
여기 계속 서서 대화하기는 좀 그렇잖아요.
We're their customers?
아니, 애초에 여긴 왜 들른 거야?
간단히 말하자면 저희의 목적지인 유사는 대호수 위의 배들로 이루어져 있는 둥지입니다. 따라서 메피스토 팰레스의 현재 형태로는
Oh, I get it. So the bus is gonna get outfitted so it can actually sail on the sea. Oh! That's kind of neat, actually.
그리고 대호수는 시시각각 환경이 변하기도 해요. 그 호수에서 버틸 수 있는 배가 필요하겠죠.
그래. 그래서 미리 적합한 공방을 찾아 버스 개조에 대한 계약을 한 거지.
Okay, I mean, I get it. I get it. That's what we're doing. We're modding the bus so it can go on the lake.
이게 적합한?
이만 들어가지.
You know, Virgil, you're gonna have to be with us this time if we're bringing the bus along, right? Just saying.
지난번 회식 때문에 예산 타격이 컸나? 먹을 수 있을 만큼 시키라 해서 마음껏 주문했던 것뿐인데.
Right, what did we have last time? I think we went to like an all-you-can-eat barbecue or something. We had like K-barbecue or something like that. Like Rhodia said, looking at the somewhat dilapidated shop made me curious about the company's finances. But nothing good could ever come out of this conversation. So I decided to table the thought. Yeah, okay. How much is the modding gonna cost? Not that we ever had to worry about money in this universe, but you know, money still goes around. Money still goes around.
레인, 나는 이 버스 좀 살펴볼 테니까 손님들 접대. 아니, 대응 좀 부탁해.
알았어.
The sinners were led into what appeared to be a workshop packed with tools and various mechanical apparatus.
이 공방은 보기보다 꽤 고난도의 장비까지 하고 있는 모양이고.
It's well equipped. Everything a workshop needs.
알아보시겠나요?
무기와 장비를 정비하는 공방적 기술에 대한 폭넓은 이해는 전쟁 중에 가장 중요했으니까.
What was that? This awkward conversation was cut short by a sudden deafening noise.
무슨 소리죠?
메피스토 팰레스의 비명. 아니, 경보가 작동한 것 같군요.
I guess I could have guessed that, but wasn't quite sure.
죄송해요. 잘못 건드렸어요.
지금 쿵쿵대는 소리도 잘못 건드려서 나는 거야, 미카?
I think that's a bus.
저기요! 밖에!
방금 마주쳤던 개체와 동일한 종으로 보인다.
Oh, more crabs. I see.
비슷해 보이긴 하네요.
비슷한 것이 아니라 같은 개체에 속한다는 뜻이다.
Everyone outside now. Well, we got crab hunting to do outside. Oh, that's huge. That was actually pretty big. A giant enemy crab. They literally said a giant enemy crab. With a massive shipping container on his back loomed over us. Wow. Well, at least for a brief moment. We were soon overwhelmed by the sound of heavy metal scraping against the floor.
좌우로 산계해라.
저건 어디를 또 깨부숴야 하는 거야?
Just as we were all collectively losing our minds.
당연히 대가리를 깨부숴야지.
Oh, is Ishmael actually getting to work? There she is. A dark figure leapt down from somewhere onto the creature's head. King Trash Crab. Nice.
가만히 있어라. 헛짓거리하지 말고.
Oh, actually, this might be someone else. A Boatworks person? A blinding light and deafening explosion assaulted the crab's shell.
도망가는 건가요?
The figure leaped gracefully from the back of the fleeing creature and slowly approached us. She squelched over the depressing mudflat with her swim fins and stood before us, a colossal harpoon resting on her shoulder.
아 그래, 너희가 그 녀석이 말한 버스 애들이냐?
I'm guessing you're also helping us. Who are you? After some time passed,
올가 씨까지 포함해 정식으로 소개드리죠.
Olga.
이번 메피스토펠레스의 개조에 도움을 주실 어금니 보트 센터라는 이름의 공방분들입니다.
Wait, that Olga?
이야, 이렇게 소개를 받는 날도 있네. 아, 좀 쑥스러운 걸.
Wait, are you the same Olga from Rowena? Wait, did the Molar office also have a shipyard? I don't think they were from U Corp, were they? Huh.
누님, 그래도 귀한 고객분들인데 행동을 가려서.
아우, 내가 뭘 그렇게 잘못했다고 그래. 나 아직 뭐 안 했거든?
아직이라는 게 문제죠. 개업한 지 얼마 되지도 않았는데 조심해서 나쁠 건 없잖아요.
업종을 갑자기 바꾸는 일이 쉬운 건 아니었을 텐데 할만했습니까?
Oh, I guess it was. Oh, I guess it was.
5급 해결사 올가.
뭐
Okay, it is her. Okay, that's interesting. I wasn't expecting to see anyone from Rowena here. Huh. Oh, you said the magic words.
뭐야?
해결사 줬어? 어째? 고귀한 향이 난다고 생각했어. 어찌하여 다른 일을 하게 된 것이오? 해결사 일이 고되었던 것이오? 주로 어디에서 활동했던 것이오? 어떤 협회에서 어떤 시험을 치러서 5급까지 간 것이오? 역시 트레스 협회에서 공방 시험을 본 것인가?
Chill. Chill. I wonder if we're gonna get a mention of the library here. I wonder if we're actually gonna see the library. I feel like we're gonna get to the library at some point. It'd be weird at this point not to. But it's like we have Olga from Library Arena. You know, she survived all that stuff, despite, you know, getting turned into a book and all that. Spoilers.
알겠어. 알아들었다네.
미안하군요, 올가 씨. 이제 시끄러운 건 잠잠해질 겁니다.
붉은 시선. 고맙습니다. 존재를 하는 게 너무 오랜만이라.
Library is only mentioned as returnees. I see.
그쯤 해두고 도서관에서의 사건 이후로 책으로부터 하나 둘씩 돌아왔던 모양이던데.
And then there's the mention. The people that have been returning one by one from the book since the incident at the library.
어땠습니까, 당신들은?
우리도 뭐 다르지는 않죠. 나 죽었나? 싶었더니 갑자기 눈을 떠보니 이 근처이지 뭡니까?
This isn't where you're from, right?
미카도 레인도 없었고 당장 배는 고프니까 뭐라도 먹어야겠다 싶어서. 어땠더라?
Wait. Was Mika and Rain also from the Molar office? I don't remember. Rain sounds familiar, but I'm not entirely sure. Olga's the only one I recognize. I don't quite remember the other two. So a sort of conspiracy, but I haven't seen you in a few weeks, bro? I wonder.
크랩개가 튀어나와서 주변에 있는 걸 주워 무기를 만든 다음에 산산조각을 내고 구워 먹었다고 하셨죠.
Trash crab appeared, you fashioned new things. Okay.
맞아. 지랄맞게 맛없기는 했지만.
그러다가 개에 붙은 폐품으로 고철 바꿔먹기를 시작했고.
오케이, 레인. 네가 설명하는 게 낫겠다.
저 올가라는 사람은 뭔가 대충대충 스타일인 것 같네.
Yeah, Rhodia, like someone else I know.
어머? 누굴 말하는지 모르겠네.
Watching Limbus makes me think, have you ever considered making a short RPG here on stream? Think it would be fun? I did try one time, but the thing is, going through all the... What do you call it? Going through all the brainstorming and actually just setting up the database and stuff. I'm not sure how interesting that actually is. I know people watch other people code and stuff. I'm not sure how... Well, I did it once. I just need to figure out what I want to do first. Do most of the brainstorming off stream and then actually do the work on stream, you know? Can't do all the brainstorming on stream. That would be a very slow and painful process. If I can figure something out, I'll probably try it at some point. But not anytime soon though. Also welcome. Welcome dog. Welcome.
머리통이 의체인가?
누님, 자꾸 그러시면 이야기가 끝나지 않아요.
알았다고.
The woman they called Olga fell back, clicking her tongue. And a man they called Rain came forward, bringing us up to speed. He was a fixer working alongside Olga and Mika until they were all sucked into the library, getting wrapped up in these things called receptions. Oh, okay, so they were all there. I'm gonna have to look back in Library Arena and just double check that, because I honestly don't remember the other two too well, but I guess if they were from there and they're here now, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, if I need help with sprites, I'll probably ask you, but as far as actually the mechanics and like little story bit, I have to figure that out. I don't know if I have the bandwidth right now to do it, that's the issue. And just when he thought he was a goner, he suddenly came to, began wandering, and found Olga. They began collecting scrap metal together with Mika joining along the way, and ended up running a workshop almost like they used to run the office back in the old days.
책에서 돌아오는 데에는 언제 죽었는지와 같은 순서가 따로 없었나.
I mean, my impression was anyone who was trapped inside the books all came back roughly around the same time. I couldn't imagine why it would be like one by one.
아직은 규칙성이 명확하지 않군.
I guess he's also still looking into it. Virgilius muttered something to himself, looking at Faust, who stood near him. Faust nodded silently. I guess she's also looking into it. And PTSD? I knew there was something between the two of them, but it was always about something apocryphal? How do you say this? Apocryphal that I couldn't even begin to understand. Secretive. Besides, I was starting to get worried about Ishmael, who was growing increasingly distraught. It was about time I talked to her about her sudden change. Yeah, she's getting flashbacks about a certain white whale. Just, you know, she's been through a lot. Ishmael, so you've been here before? It looks like you recognized those crabs from earlier.
네. 문제가 있나요?
Huh? No, not really. I'm just wondering how they taste. It sounds like people eat those crabs. I'm sure they taste terrible.
무슨 의도로 그런 의미 없는 질문을 갑자기 하시는지 뻔히 보이지만 그래도 대답을 드리자면 네, 크랩 차우더로 꽤 먹어보았죠.
This probably doesn't taste good.
구역질을 억지로 참아야 했지만 뱉어내지 않으면 소화할 수는 있는 맛이라고 해야 할까요? 질문에 대한 답이 됐나요?
Yeah, terrible. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I did think that was the best question I could have come up with, but her reception was much colder than I expected.
그런데 먹을 수 있는 거군요. 저거 환상체나 뒤틀림 같이 생겼는데요.
No, I don't think that's an abnormality or a distortion. They're just local fauna.
네? 그럼
환상체와 뒤틀림을 구분할 수 있는 단테 씨는 설명이 없어도 알 수 있으셨겠죠. 저것은 생물입니다. 돌연변이라고 할 수도 있겠군요. 그러니 이론적으로 섭취에는 문제가 없을 것입니다.
Mutant crabs. Great.
저희 할머니도 돌연변이 동물들을 많이 수집하곤 하셨죠. 저런 생물은 저도 처음 보지만요. 참 진기한 구경이네요.
And Honglu's family still is so weird.
네, 그런 덕분에 저희가 밥도 먹고 정비 일도 할 수 있는 거죠.
The woman they called Mika was walking over from inside the boat workshop, an inscrutable look on her face.
미카, 어때? 견적은 좀 나와?
공방에서 일하시던 아버지께서는 말씀하셨죠. 싹 다 뜯어 고쳐야겠다.
뭐 엔진을 다 털어내야 한다던가 그런 거냐?
아니요, 그 부분까지는 건드릴 필요 없어요. 함부로 건드릴 엄두도 안 나고. 버스 내부를 잠깐 봤는데 복잡한 것도 정도가 있어야 한다는 생각이 들더라고요.
Yeah, you can thank Faust for that.
하지만 그것 외에는 전부예요. 부력 발생 장치도 없고 프로펠러도 조타 장치도 없고요.
Can't you just like put something around the bus or something? I mean, you don't have to like change the entire thing. So, what do we do now?
그건 예상했습니다. 해결 방법을 제시하시죠.
방금 저 관리자라는 분이 뭐라 말하신 것 같은데 그냥 째깍인 건가? 방법은 우리한테 있어요. 재료만 있으면 어떻게든 만들 수 있죠.
기계를 개조할 재료라고 한다면은 뭐 어디 고철 같은 거라도 주워야 하나?
잘 아시네요. 그리고 잘 하실 수 있을 거라고 보고요. 아까 보니까 잘 하실 것 같던데.
More than enough. With that, Mika pointed away towards where the trash crabs were.
크랩개들을 처리하면 폐품을 모을 수 있을 겁니다.
몇 마리나?
It's a fetch quest! We're doing a fetch quest!
아주 많이요?
1,000 crabs.
그럼 그렇지. 일하려고 온 거구만.
정확해. 이번 경유지에서 너희는 버스를 개조할 부품을 모아오면 된다. 황금가지를 찾아오는 것보다 쉽고 간편한 일이지.
What's the deadline?
자, 그럼 나는 이 협력업체 분들과 담소라도 나누고 있을 테니 전원 바다로.
Everyone to the beach. Normally, when people say everyone to the beach, that's a good thing. But the thing is, we're on the wrong side of the beach. So it's like, I don't want to go to the beach.
저런 건 바다가 아니요.
When in doubt, fetch quest indeed.
아니, 맞아요. 저 모습도 대호수의 일부. 바다라고도 불리는 한 모습이니까.
Remember, everyone, a lake big enough can also be mistaken as the sea. It happens at Lake Superior up in Canada, and I guess there's other big lakes. So yeah, it's pretty much indistinguishable from the sea. If you go to like Toronto, go on the beach over there, it pretty much looks like the ocean. It pretty much looks like the ocean. It'll be freshwater ocean, but you can't even see the other side of the lake. So it may as well be the sea until you get to the other side. It's kind of funny if you think about it. But here we go. We're crab hunting. All right. How many crabs? Let's see. We have the Pierce team for this one. I'm just so glad to see some familiar faces, or at least one familiar face, because I didn't remember the other two whatsoever. All right. Well, the traps are pretty much trash, so I don't think I have to go too hard on these guys. As far as, you know, nitpicking what skills I have to do. Maybe once we go to like a harder fight, then I'm gonna have to pay attention a little bit, but yeah, I mean, this will be quick. Mostly quick. Yeah, it's just a shame that actually just don't have footage of Kanto 4 anywhere on this channel. Nor do I have it on my PC, so... that's just gonna be a lost chapter as far as this channel is concerned. I'm gonna try my best, though, for future chapters whenever they do come up. But I think around when Chapter 5 is going to come out is also when I go on vacation, so I won't be able to do it until afterwards. And even though it's going to be afterwards, it's also going to be a while afterwards, because I need to, like, get back on track with a bunch of stuff. Wait, why does that crab have 200 HP? Why is that... Oh, that crab has cannons on top of it. What? Interesting. Ah, rupture. That's what it is. 1 damage, 9 counts of rupture. Interesting. I mean, it's still gonna go down pretty easily. But Pierce is not what I would expect. I would have expected like Blunt. But then again, Blunt is kind of like one of that one damage type that's kind of like used everywhere. That's good in most situations. So they kind of need to balance it a little bit. The damage type balance is kind of whack, not gonna lie. And there's not a whole lot of things that are weak against slashing. Now that I think about it, at least not recently. It's either Blunt or Pierce, but not slashing. There's an anti-slash bias in most things here. Also, I tried... Let's see. Let's get this. Let's go through this first. Got more fights? Oh, story time. Alright. Wait, not enough bus modifying scrap? How much do I need? 149 out of 50. Are you serious? We gotta do a repeat quest? Okay, fine. Okay, so as I was saying, I did try the new mirror dungeon, I guess. And it's like so long. It's so long. You get a lot more rewards than the first mirror dungeon at least. So I guess it's kind of worth it then. And it makes it kind of good for... What is it? It kind of makes it good for farming ego shards at least. So I guess I shouldn't complain too much, but it also takes so long. There was a time, maybe for like a week or two, where I didn't even touch Limbus Company because I got so busy with a lot of stuff, and this thing just eats so much time. Just like anything that Project Moon does, it eats so much time. Even if you're not actually progressing in the story or anything like that. I wish there was a better way to speed it up, you know? I mean, you do have the... You can skip the dailies, but it's kind of weird that they essentially penalize you for skipping the dailies. Like, it doesn't make any sense, you know? Like, you spend double the amount of stamina, essentially, to get the rewards for 1 run's worth. Azur Lane has auto combat, but I would prefer a sweep, you know? A sweep is like, you don't even have to go into the fight, you just spend the necessary amount of stamina, and then you get the same rewards for depending on how much stamina you spend. But here it's like, they penalize you for that, and I don't understand why. Though I have actually had to do that for most of the Abno fights for the weeklies and the dailies. Just because some of those Abno fights are really, really annoying. Especially the cyborgs. The cyborgs are super annoying. I don't want to fight them, so I don't. And anything that has you do the roll checks, it just kind of slows you down if you do it. I mean, they're weak enough, but it's also that much more time to do. Meh. Oh well. We've been at it for 2 days, perhaps. Well, we did 2 rounds. We were able to defeat a considerable number of trash crabs and collect enough scrap to fill a whole wagon and then some.
네, 이 정도면 해볼 수 있겠네요.
Ah, that was a boss.
그럼 이제 쉬어도 되는 거지? 들려? 어깨 돌릴 때마다 뚜둑 소리 나고 있잖아.
It's like, do you want to go to the beach?
로자 씨, 그러니까 겁이라도 주는 것 같잖아요. 자제를.
뭐 개조를 하는데 드는 시간도 있을 테니 적어도 며칠은 즐길 수 있겠어. 물론 여전히 휴양과 어울리지 않는 곳이지만.
Yeah, you would think we would actually be able to go to the beach side, the good beach side, while they're doing this. We don't have to be here all the time. The sinners were all busy stretching and chattering, relieved that the work was finally over. But I had a terrible feeling that this was probably not the end of our toil.
네? 쉬기는 뭘 쉬어요?
Of course, I knew it.
제가 말한 건 이제 시작만 해볼 수 있겠다고 말한 거예요.
We need more. We need more scrap.
그렇다는 것은
당연히 더 주워오셔야죠.
참고 삼아. 그 양은
How much more?
지금의 한 5배?
That's like 700 scrap. That's 750 scrap.
미카! 후륜 쪽도 포함해야 할 것 같은데?
7배로 방금 막 늘어났어요.
That's 1,000 scrap.
지금까지 효율을 고려하면 적절한 휴식은 취하지 못하겠군. 기존보다 수면에 할애하던 시간을 줄이는 편이 좋을 것이다.
Marcel, please be quiet.
이럴 수는 없는 거요. 이럴 수는 없어.
Don Quixote looked as though she was about to collapse, a woeful look on her face.
아니 있잖아. 이런 고철 덩어리들을 주워온다고 작업이 되긴 되는 거야?
그야 고철을 적당히 볼트로 결합하는 방식이라면 죽도 밥도 안 되겠지만 유사의 특이점을 이용해 결합하는 과정을 거치면 마치 처음부터 자신의 부속품이었던 것처럼 기능하게 할 수 있으니까요.
Oh, interesting.
유사? 걔네 특이점이라면 무슨 음식 완벽히 포장하는 기술 아니었어?
Food packing?
뜯기 전까지는 절대 내용물이 변하지 않는 그런 거였는데? 거기서 제조했던 통조림도 요긴하게 먹고 그랬었는데.
Oh, that's really interesting to know. Wow.
어째 누님과 똑같은 말씀을 하시네요. 둥지마다 특이점을 활용한 여러 기술들이 있을 수도 있는 거잖아요.
Yeah, we kind of found that out from the last one.
원리만 활용한다면 근본적인 특이점을 기반으로 얼마든지 활용하여 A사의 기반 특허를 낼 수 있습니다. 유사에서는 현상 보존 포장 기술과 더불어 공명 굽쇠가 유명하죠.
Resonance tuning fork.
공명 굽쇠. 그놈이랑 똑같았지.
Okay, PTSD, we'll find out later.
여기저기에 옮겨붙고 유착되어서는 기어이 삼켜버리겠지. 언제 그랬냐는 듯.
Is she talking about the whale? She's talking about the whale, isn't she? Ishmael, what's the problem?
관리자님, 지금이라도 베르길리우스 씨에게 말해주세요. 순서를 바꿔서 다른 지부의 황금 가지를 해결하자고요.
Why? Give me a moment, Ishmael. Are you okay?
지금은 충분하지 않아요. 모두의 경험도, 대호수에 대한 것도, 고래에 대한 지식도.
Okay, it actually is a whale.
그래요. 제가 알려드리고 도와드릴게요. 충분한 시간이 지난 후에 도전해야만 하는 곳이에요. 저곳은. 그러니까.
야, 자꾸 뭐 하자는 거야? 아까 먹은 크랩 차우더인지 뭔지가 잘못되기라도 했냐?
다 같이 그 개 같은 개딱지 내장을 긁어먹긴 했지만 전 아주 멀쩡해요.
근데 뭐가 문제야? 뭐 지금까지는 우리가 준비해서 쳐들어갔냐? 다 뒤져가면서 해결한 일이잖아.
죽고 죽어가면서 일을 처리한 게 어디 자랑할 거리는 아닌 거 아시죠? 저희가 그냥 해결사였다면 첫 임무부터 진작의 전원 사망으로 순식간에 협회에서 이름이 지워졌겠죠.
야, 누가 몰라? 나도 뒷골목 조직 생활하면서 몇 번이나 죽을 뻔했는데 목숨이 하나뿐인 걸 모르겠냐고. 그거랑 다르지. 지금의 시계 대가리 덕분에 여러 번 살아나고 있잖아.
지금까지 운이 좋았으니까 멀쩡하게 살아날 수 있었다고 생각하지는 않나 보죠?
Yeah, he could have died a couple of times and then everyone would have been dead.
아니, 야! 왜 자꾸 못한다고 하는 건데? 환상체한테 머리가 깨져서 뒤졌으면 이번에 다리를 내주고 피하고 그렇게 계속 쳐부술 수 있는 거잖아, 어?
지금껏 겪었던 게 전부라고 생각하세요? 그럴 리가 없잖아요. 최악의 경우엔 복구가 불가능할 수도 있는 거예요. 시계를 아무리 쳐 돌려도 다시 원래대로 돌아가지도 못할 수 있다고요. 특히 그 거대한 고래는 됐어요.
I want to see this whale. I seriously want to see this whale.
설명해도 못 알아들을 것처럼 말하지 마라, 어? 말도 못 알아듣는 버러지 취급하는 것 같아서 열받으니까. 개!
자, 말씀 좀 여쭙겠소.
It was perhaps because he was never the type to do such a thing. But the crowd immediately fell silent when Yisang suddenly, loudly, and uncharacteristically intruded upon their argument.
그대들 버스에서 제법 하고픈 것이 많다 하지 않았는가? 과업이 남은 것은 사실이나 소기의 목표를 달한 것도 사실이요. 그렇다면 짤다알막한 휴식 정도는 바랄 수 있을 거라 보우만 단테, 이 정도는 괜찮지 않겠소?
Yisang. This is the first time Yisang appeared so dependable since we started our bus journey. I nodded empathetically. Yeah, I agree, Yisang. I think we can slow down for a bit and do some team building activities together. How's that sound?
네, 조금 쉬고 계셔도 될 것 같네요. 저희 쪽에서 준비가 되면 말씀드릴게요.
저기! 그렇다면 비치 볼리볼! 다들 하지 않겠는가?
She really wants to do the beach volleyball. With Don Quixote's well-timed assist, the almost icy mood seemed to defrost slightly. We're doing beach volleyball in this terrible place. Wow. Are we gonna be doing a mini game? Probably not. But beach volleyball? Question mark? Nah, not really. If we're fighting, if we're fighting, we don't. That's not how it works. Ah, crap. That's too much. That's way too much.
순수했던 나날로.
Ah.
본인이 똑똑히 보았다네. 분명 밀려들어온 태풍과 쓰레기들 사이에서 공 같은 것이 있었음을. 공도 있고 사람도 해변도 있으니 이럴 때 놀지 않는다는 것은 불합리하다고 해도 과언이 아니지 않겠는가?
이걸 해변이라고 부를 수 있는지는 모르겠지만요.
Close enough.
돈키호테, 여기 놀러 온 거 아니라니까?
본인도 아오. 주어는 고마우나 우리 모두의 단합을 위해 잠시 휴식하는 것이 도움이 되지 않겠는가 하는 마음인 것이요.
Wow.
그래. 앞으로는 표정이라도 숨기면서 말하는 게 어때?
I mean, we know she's crazy, but she's gotten even more crazy.
아니, 나도 동의하오.
이상 씨?
돌이켜보면 벗들과 이렇다 할 체육 활동을 한 적도 없어. 구기 종목에 특출한 재능이 있는 것은 아니지만 이참에 경험하는 것도 귀중할 테지. 그러니 해봄이 어떤가? 발리볼.
아 참.
준비가 안 됐는데.
And Ishmael's still like doing her thing.
한그렇게 본인을 튀기고 있을 때가 없는데. 애초에 우리는 요새 너무 풀어졌어. 그래, 저번이 유독 운이 좋았던 거겠지.
Ishmael was starting to practically ooze all over with an ominous aura. It might be a good idea to divert her attention for a bit. Nah, that's not gonna work. Because here comes the crabs. Let's play beach volleyball.
현명한 선택이요. 내가 공을 찾아오겠네.
아, 참.
관리자께서 결정하신 유희다. 모두 표정 풀고 기쁘게 받들도록.
Wow.
아, 알았다고. 아, 뛰다가 허리나 삐끗하지 않으면 좋겠구만.
경기 규칙과 규격은 알고 있다. 직접 경기장을 그리도록 하지.
There were grumbling sinners, beaming sinners, reticent sinners. Their reactions were all varied, but everyone eventually moseyed to an empty lot to play beach volleyball. I stretched, hoping that this activity would help break up the tense atmosphere. Sometime later,
자, 그럼 가겠어.
the field was drawn over a squelchy mud flat. Wow, that beach volleyball looks absolutely destroyed. The worn ball rocketed into the air with Don Quixote serve.
이렇게 하는 것이요?
With Yi-Sang's nice receive, it was starting to look like we had a proper game going. It's not a proper game unless someone gets like down on the mud and, you know, starts doing saves.
그렇지. 잘하네.
으쌰.
어이구야.
쓸데없는 짓이야.
오티스 씨, 방금 공 못 피했으면 저 죽을 뻔했을 것 같은데.
훈련의 일종이다.
Did Roshi just cut the ball? Roshi, you're not supposed to hit the ball with your sword.
자, 내가 받았어.
이럴 시간에 고래의 특징이라도 공부해 둔다면.
We have no information on the whale. You have not given us any information to work with.
대호수를 건너갈 나침반도 없는 것 같고.
We can get that later.
젠장. 그 자식은 분명히 어떻게든 살아있을 거야.
아이씨 진짜!
That is not a soccer ball. What the heck? Heathcliff, unable to stand Ishmael's attitude any longer, kicked the ball with enough force that it might just burst. And the ball flew way over the mark and towards the boundary, separating us from the pristine beach we saw a few days ago. I think it broke the boundary. That's kind of amazing, not gonna lie. Oh, it didn't break the boundary. It didn't break the boundary, it broke the ball. Also, okay, for anyone who's complaining that there's no swimsuits, look, swimsuits on the other side. There are swimsuits on the other side, just not on our sinners, okay? Okay, and complaining.
네, 가시되지 않는 플라즈마 장이 형성되어 있는 것 같군요.
Oh, it's a plasma. Oh. A field of plasma? Who put a field of plasma on the beach?
둥지와 뒷골목을 구분하기 위한 일종의 장치죠. 형식은 제각각이더라도 모든 둥지의 경계에는 비슷한 것들이 존재합니다.
I'm guessing this is the, what do you call this? The singularity at work here to make this whole barrier.
뻔하지. 뒷골목 사람들이 둥지로 못 끼어들어오게 하려는 울타리는 어디에나 흔하게 있으니까. 그런데 말이야. 저 기술로는 흔적도 안 남게 할 수도 있었을 텐데 저런다는 건 보란 듯이 터뜨려 버려서 그것마저도 오락으로 만들려는 생각인 거지. 부자들은 즐길 놀이가 많겠어.
기술의 구체적인 의도나 과시성에 대해서는 제 쪽에선 말할 수 있는 게 없군요.
공 1시간이나 걸려서 찾았는데.
다들 정신 차려. 저 공 터지는 소리 때문에 개딱지 놈들이 몰려오고 있다고.
너 이따가 보자.
Has anyone here read Moby Dick? Just curious, has anyone read Moby Dick? I don't think I ever have. I just know the story, kind of, sort of. I really thought that this could be the activity to dramatically bring us all together. Nope. It's all gone to hell. Why does this keep happening?
뭐 이제는 익숙해질 때도 되지 않았나 관리자 양반? 저것 때부터 빠르게 처리하자고.
I don't think it was ever required reading for me, so I never actually got curious to pick it up. But for some reason, I read Don Quixote. Huh, wonder why. I'll let the spoilers for anyone who hasn't read Moby Dick. Apparently, it doesn't end well. That's all I can say. It doesn't end well.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
날 죽여보라고.
See.
생명 활동이
Do we have enough Pierce on this side?
야호. 이기는 편.
Well, enough for these crabs anyway. Maybe I should have rolled for Sync Dawn. But if it's only for this stage, it might not be worth it.
내 피가 배고파 했어.
It might not be worth it.
잘 됐다. 그치?
Smash. I really like Boatworks Ishmael right here. Just seeing all those numbers pop ups is great. Alright. Don't lose to a crab, come on. Don't lose to a crab, that would be like so embarrassing. Woo! Crab down. I guess. Wait, did we not have AoE on that one? I guess not. Man, I'm using Mersaults a lot now. It's kind of crazy. I didn't really used to use them before, but ever since I got the R-Corp suit, he's just been kind of wrecking quite a bit. I'm still wondering though, where did the shrimp come in? Because I haven't seen any shrimp whatsoever. But we have like the shrimp ego, the soda ego, but we don't have any. There are no shrimps around. I can only imagine that the abnos are like somewhere around this lake, and they're just kind of fishing. They're just kind of fishing. For what? I no idea. But it would be hilarious if we see shrimp as like one of the last bosses of this pre-chapter. Woo! Smash. Let's see. Oh, you don't have enough yet. I was hoping the AoE was gonna be there. Man. Speaking of warm stuff, I guess we go shrimping next chapter. I hope so. Oh, that does make kind of sense. That does kind of make sense that we did see abnos within the chapter itself in Kanto 4. So we might actually see them next chapter. That's true. So we basically got like a preview on them. You know what's funny though? Apparently, butterflies. What was it called? I forgot his whole name, but Butterfly, the butterfly guy. Apparently he's jobless now. he's just kind of like roaming the back streets or something like that, looking for a job, and he's kind of like jobless. So it's like, wow. I'm sorry, dude. It's rough out there. The job market is rough. Hey, Ishmael.
네.
She's still on edge. Can we talk, at least for a little bit? I called over to Ishmael once the battle was over. Right, I've never done anything like this before. I don't even know if this is the right thing to do or what kind of results this conversation is going to yield, but we need a one-on-one. I can't just sit here and watch.
네. 그러시던가요.
It looks to me that you've been preoccupied with something ever since we got here. You know, you're not really participating in group activities and things like that.
당연하죠. 중요한 건 따로 있는데 여기서 정신 놓고 희희낙낙하고 있으니까요.
Something more important. Is this about the Great Lake?
네.
That we, in our current state, shouldn't go there?
네.
No. Right. Right, so why do you think we don't have a chance against whatever is there?
말씀드렸잖아요. 아직 준비가 안 됐으니까.
That doesn't answer anything.
적어도 반년은 호수와 그것들에게 익숙해질 필요가 있다고요.
Half a year. That's a long time.
아니면 그에 상응하는 경험을 더 쌓는다던가요. 관리자님도 마찬가지예요. 적어도 자신의 몸을 지킬 정도는. 아, 관리자님의 단련이라면 제가 도울 수 있어요. 그리고 오티스 씨도 분명 관리자님을 돕는 것에는 협조하겠죠.
Man, imagine Dante actually fighting. No, he would die.
그럴 만한 상황이 온다면
Oh, wait. Half a year, Ishmael. We just don't have that much time to spare.
허비? 허비라고 생각하시나요? 지금 저희가 하고 있는 짓들이 더 허비 같은데요? 그리고 놀고 있자고 말씀드린 게 아니잖아요. 그저 행선지를 잠시 다른 곳으로 돌렸다가 돌아오면 되는 건데요?
She's literally saying we have to be at least level 99 before we go face the whale. But everyone's just level 35. We're outmatched apparently.
그건 불가능합니다. 모든 구획의 황금가지를 파악한 것도 아닐 뿐더러 비포팀의 사전 답사가 준비된 것도 아니니까요.
핑계는 다른 잘난 이유가 있다는 것쯤은 오래전부터 알고 있었어요. 그리고 뭐가 됐든 이번엔 그 생각이 틀렸다는 걸 뼈저리
그럴지도요.
개판이네 정말. 그러면 적어도 상세한 항해 계획과 전투 방향을
듣자니까.
Just when I thought our discussion was reaching a stalemate, Heathcliff butted in.
당신은 또 뭔데요?
You're his problem.
닥쳐. 지금 너 혼자 개고생해? 여태껏 다 쳐 뒤져가면서 굴러왔잖아. 여기 있는 놈들 전부. 이번에도 결국 어떻게든 될 거라고.
그러니까 대호수 위에서는 그런 방법은 통하지 않는다고요. 관리자님이 수정당해도 끝이고 그것에게 우리가 먹혀서 더는 시간을 되돌리지 못할 수도 있다고요. 알아듣겠어요? 지금까지의 상식으로 움직이다간 진짜 우리는 끝장날 수도 있다고요. 그러면 그 새끼도 못 죽일 테고.
좋아. 네 말이 맞다고 쳐. 이대로 가면 우린 다 돼지고 나도 아니 돌아갈 수 없게 될 거라고 치자고.
Who's Kath?
그래서 잠깐이라도 놀면 뭐가 좀 덧나냐? 그 망할 고래 새끼들이 더 세져? 분위기를 계속 조져놨으면 같이 어울리는 척이라도 해야 될 거 아니야? 상식적으로!
제법 웃기네요. 히스클리프 씨? 당신이 뭘 안다고 상식 운우네요. 고래를 만나본 적은 있어요? 데오스에 가본 적이나 있고?
How big is this whale
뭘
anyway?
답지 않게 이제 와서 아는 척이죠?
How big is this whale?
배 위의 생활에 대해서는 알기나 해요. 알 리가 없죠. 팔자 좋게 자기 연인인지 뭔지 모를 이름이나 중얼대고 버스에 기대 졸다가 틈나면 성질이나 바락바락 내는 댁은.
그만해라.
물 아래에서 기어오는 것과 하늘 위에서 떨어지는 것, 그 모든 것들을 죽여야 하고 산성 태풍, 참치 쓰나미, 뇌압 폭풍 같은 이름도 다 떠올리기 힘든 수많은 종류의 호수 재해들과
acid typhoons, tuna tsunamis. What's a cerebra? Cerebra storms? Tuna tsunami doesn't actually sound too bad. I mean, that sounds like a good source of food. What's so bad about tuna? What's so bad about tuna tsunami?
그 폭풍 때문에 발생하는 산만한 크기의 파도, 크게 지나가면 또다시 나타나는 개 같은 괴물들. 등을 맡긴 동료는 잠시 한눈판 사이에 죽어 있고 하나같이 미쳐 돌아가는 사람들로 바뀌어가는 그 지옥 같은 호수에 대한 모든 일들은
Okay, we get it.
당신 같은 얼빠진 사랑놀이 중인 반푼이는 100번 더 죽어도 모를 일일 테니까.
그만하라고 했지!
Before anyone could even step in, Heathcliff swung wildly at Ishmael.
너 따위가 뭘 한다고 함부로 짓거려!
이보게들.
The tussle was such a blitz that no one could even attempt to intervene. Yisang almost looked pitiful as he stood there bewildered. For a moment, it appeared as though Heathcliff had the upper hand as his fist struck Ishmael right in her jaw. Just as Ishmael appeared to throw a punch, she kicked Heathcliff's leg, throwing him to the ground. Ishmael waved. Oh, she about to smash. In the blink of an eye, Ishmael took up her mace. She raises the mace high, as though she could strike down at any moment. Her arm trembles with uncontrollable fury.
그래, 머리통을 내려치려고 내가 전에 했던 것처럼 죽여. 상관없어. 어차피 살아날 테니까. 나하고 다를 거라 생각한 내가 바보지. 역시 다들 똑같네.
What's with that reflection? I wasn't sure what caused her sudden change of heart, but it was a relief of sorts, at least. She looked at Heathcliff with her eyes wide open, and dropped the mace to the ground.
이런 불상사를 다시 보고 싶진 않았소만. 결국 벗들과의 다툼은 피할 수가 없는 일인가.
Well, I hate to break it to you, Yi-sang, we're not exactly friends here. We're co-workers. It's a little different.
쟤네 보니까 우리 옛날 생각나지 않아? 저렇게 치고받고 싸울 때가 있었는데.
누님, 쉿.
단테, 첫 임무로부터 큰 분란이 발생한 적은 없었기에 이야기하지는 않았지만.
This event turned me into an Olga simp? Dude. I wasn't exactly an Olga simp back in Rowena, but she was still pretty good, okay? She was still pretty good. Also, welcome, Lurker. Welcome.
수감자들의 업무 불안은 관리 실패로 간주되어 추후 귀책 사유를 물을 수 있습니다.
Is that really on me? I mean, I feel like they should just work it out between themselves. That's one way to handle it. What the hell was I supposed to do about this? I don't know. I mean, if they're at that point, they just need to work it out between themselves, let it all out, and then you can work it out afterwards. Was what I wanted to say, but I managed to hold my metaphorical tongue.
이것이 어떻게 관리자님의 책임이지? 저 머저리들이 멋대로 싸웠을 뿐이지 않나?
그러한 일을 벌어지지 않게 하는 것이 관리라는 직무죠.
Yeah, but he can't do anything if he doesn't know what to do.
이놈. 그만해요, 여러분.
맞소. 이런 상황은 영웅적인 우리 림버스 컴퍼니와는 어울리지 않소.
Sinclair's hesitance, Don Quixote's attempts to diffuse, Faust's impassive voice, and Otis's increasingly rising voice in my defense. All that combined was starting to get incredibly irritating. For me? Wow. Stop. Guys, enough. I had no other recourse left at this moment. Ishmael, Heathcliff?
뭐
The two of you stop working together for a while. Distance yourselves. At least I can until I can think of a way to deal with you two.
나라고 저 면상을 굳이 찾아보고 싶진 않아.
No, but you two are like at each other's throats for quite a bit. Just saying. Thus the mood fell into a pit as depressing as this mud flat.
자, 이제 견적도 나왔으니까 슬슬 폐품을 모으러 가셔도 될 것 같네요.
We spent the next few days collecting scraps with the rest of the sinners. Back to the fetch quest. My god, how much scraps do I need? How much scraps do I need?
이 정도면 보수도 짭.
Let's see, we are at 5-9 and we have to go all the way to 5-10 or 5-11. I'm guessing 5-11 is the hard mode dungeon, which we probably don't actually need to do for this stream. I mean, I wasn't expecting this to be lighthearted compared to the previous chicken one, but it's like, you know, I was hoping for at least, you know, at least a little break in the seriousness compared to the last chapter. Just a tiny little break. And we got a little bit, but it barely lasted like half a chapter, so it's like, and then the rest of it's like kind of like Ishmael's clearly like clearly traumatized from her past experiences, right? I mean, if you know the story of Moby Dick, you kind of have an idea why. But now it's like times 10 that. Like really, really bad. She's just not ready to go back. Honestly, I don't think she's ever ready to go back. She just never wants to go back, period. So, yeah. I'm kind of curious though. What's gonna happen when it's Don Quixote's turn? Because Don Quixote, if you ever read that book, it's kind of whack. I don't remember a whole lot of details from it, but it's kind of whack. I don't exactly know how that's gonna play out here. I'm just confused. I'm just confused. I think Don Quixote's chapter is gonna be mostly a misadventure. Because it can't be serious. It can't be anything, but it can't be serious. I'd be surprised if it was serious. Anyway, we gotta worry about whales first. We'll probably also... We might also find some other abnos here, like shark. Dreaming current, I think that's what it was called. That'd be kind of interesting. Dreaming current, who else could we find? Story time. Oh well. What think of that? The days were suffocating for them as it were for me. Well, say for Otis, maybe.
어이, 그렇게 연결하면 흡기 쪽에 문제가 생기잖아.
그러면 어떻게 해요? 라인이 3개나 나뉘는데.
답답하군. 직접 시범을 보이지.
You're telling them how to do their job now? What?
이런 건 내가 공병대들과 작전을 지휘했을 때에 비하면.
Otis, who appeared to be rather knowledgeable in engineering, continued to support Moeller Boat's Works bus modifications. Okay, well, if you had the qualifications.
고교 수감자들의 신상 명세서에 기호품이나 취향에 대한 기록은 없어.
Is that Rhodia back there? Is that Rhodia drinking back there? Well, at least someone's getting a break from all of this.
그런 것까지 작성해 두지는 않습니다. 이상 씨, 벌써 몇 번이나 말씀드렸지만 지금의 조치는 관리자님의 판단을 우선하는 것이 올바른 수감자.
에헤이! 싸운 거 풀.
Oh no, it's Olga. Never mind. Why did I think that was Rhodia?
내 비장의 술이라도 내줘.
설마 지난번부터 계속 말한 킹크랩계 뇌수 담금주요?
오, 그건 나도 좀 땡기는데.
아니요. 내가 직접 물어보겠네.
안 될 것 같은데.
Yisang was trying to come up with various ways to bring Heathcliff and Ishmael's feud to a close.
분.
Oh, that's hilarious. They're going back to cooking. They're back to cooking. Okay, Master Chef Mersalt, how are you gonna work with this disgusting crab? I can't imagine how you do anything with this.
아니, 여기서는 다 분이 맞다.
Silo. Wait, what did I miss? What did I miss? Sink? Silo? What is silo?
어허. 그래. 숨이 아직 붙어 있을 때 그렇게 해보는 것도 새로운 예술을 추구하는 방향이겠고.
고통을 더 가하기 위한 제안은 아니었으며 그저 조리하기에 알맞은 방향을 말한 것뿐이다.
저희 언제 저녁 먹을 수 있어요? 벌써 그 대화만 30분째예요.
레인, 나 죽어. 배에서 크랩개들 울음소리가 나.
누님, 정신 차리셔야 합니다.
It seemed that Ryoshu and Mersal were trying to come up with a way to make the trash crabs more palatable. Not that I had any taste buds or mouth, but it was starting to resemble actual food, at least in its presentation. Wait, I thought Ryoshu couldn't cook. At least that's what I remember from the last event. The only ones who could actually cook were Mersalt and... who was it? Who else cooked on the other side? Mersalt and Otis, probably.
꼬맹이들, 그리로 튄다. 꼬맹이! 아니요. 자, 싱클레어군, 마무리를 부탁함세.
Golpe de gracia? What?
그레고르 씨, 저는 왼쪽 다리 할게요.
알았다고. 으차.
Most other sinners were busying themselves with hunting trash crabs and collecting scrap. They say that practice makes perfect, and everyone was already performing rather well. Coordinated attacks even without my input. I know she has a cooking identity, but when she went against what do you call this? Gregor during that last one, I remember she didn't actually do the cooking was actually terrible. I know she has a cooking ID, okay? I know she has a cooking ID.
와,
I'm using it.
불쇼라도 보여주시는 건가요?
좀 더 화려하게 휘감더라.
아니, 저건 그냥 타는 거잖아요.
빼내었다. 이미 음식의 기능은 상실한 것 같지만
나 주시오. 아직 다리를 3개밖에 먹지 못하였어.
히스클리프군.
Huh? Heathcliff?
뭐야 그게 저기 길잡이 그 인간이랑 면담하고 왔어.
Oh.
이제 괜찮아.
Oh, you actually talked to Virgil?
면담 맞지?
아무튼 말썽은 안 일으키도록 하겠어. 그것뿐이야. 그러니까 나도 하나만.
I don't know if Virgilius really just had a talk with Heathcliff, but I'm glad that unlike most other times, he was here at least to get Heathcliff to calm down. But Ishmael...
단테, 잠깐 괜찮겠습니까? 뭐 오가는 대화가 아니라 일방적인 얘기겠지만 이미 대충 전달받았겠습니다만 두 문제아들에 대한 면담을 진행했었습니다. 보았던 것처럼 히스클리프에게는 교육을 진행해 효과를 보았지만
But not Ishmael.
이스마엘은 해결되진 않았습니다. 정확히는 해결할 이유가 없다고 할까?
No reason to resolve it. Why? What are you talking about?
무슨 뜻인지 묻고 있겠군. 설마 설명까지 덧붙이는 친절을 바라는 건 아니겠죠. 조만간 직접 깨닫는 날이 올 겁니다.
Well, you're no help.
애초에 이런 애들 뒷바라지나 해주는 듯한 일은 제 소관이 아니니까 말입니다. 관리자 단테.
I know you're putting in extra work and I appreciate it.
앞으로는 제가 나서는 일은 없었으면 합니다. 제가 먼저 둘 사이에 면담을 한 것은 최근 업무 성과가 나쁘지 않았던 것에 대한 작은 성이라고나 생각해 두시죠. 그럼 저는 그 어금니 사무소 해결사들과 얘기할 것이 남아서.
Like that, Ishmael was left alone, with little progress to speak of. According to the people from the boatworks, she apparently snuck out alone late at night to make various preparations. Even when I visited her, when I found her hanging about and called over to her, she is still in the same state as she used to be. She didn't respond to me at all. She wasn't ignoring me. Rather, she seemed too deeply fixated on what she was doing. What should I do about that? About her? No, what was I supposed to do then? Well, a clear answer still eluded me. I'm just gonna call you Mephi. Mephi Mise Amur was entering its final stages. What the heck does that mean? Mise Amur. I do not speak French. I do not know what this means. Okay, is this the last one? Ah, we need 30 more. Fine. How much are we gonna get from this? Let's see. I do have Ishmael, but I don't know if that actually adds bonus to that. Might have to do this thing twice. Okay, back to the fetch quest grind. I'm surprised we even got almost close to 500 at this point. I thought we had less. I thought we had much less. I don't know what Ishmael's making right now. But whatever she's making, I hope it at least calms her down, you know? Because we're not getting out of this place anytime soon, and we kind of have to like... We still have to like go through the waters and stuff. That'll be interesting to see. Okay. Hopefully this is it. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to like do one more. I wish they would let us sweep this though. Oh well. Ooh, come on. I want to see the rest of it. Well, I guess I've been eating the crabs the past few days, and yeah, as long as the crabs are edible, I guess it's not too bad of a prospect. The only thing about the crabs is, you know, they kind of live in a really filthy environment, and because of that, they taste kind of bad. I mean, some crabs are hunters, some crabs just eat stuff from the bottom of the ocean, you know, scavenging and all that stuff. But this is a little different. Mud crabs do not taste good. Mud crabs in polluted water do not taste even better. Taste even worse. What the heck? What the heck? I literally just need one more. I literally just need one more, and they won't even give it to me.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
I guess I needed like 2 IDs or something. I need like not 2 IDs. I needed 2 things. Oh, I wonder if I have enough. I wonder if I actually have enough scraps to like exchange for an ID. I think. Didn't Sinclair have an ID for this? So I wonder if I can like trade in for that. That probably would have made it a little bit faster, huh? But I don't know what the when that actually becomes available. Oh well. At least it shouldn't take too long. Anyway, I guess while we're doing this, seafood, anyone? Anyone here eat crab? Or at least, you know, seafood in general? Crabs are like one of those things. It's like that's like nice to eat once in a while, but it's also a pain in the butt to eat because you know you kind of have like crack the shell, and it's a really messy endeavor just to get to the meat inside. And if you don't have anything to crack the shell with, it's a very painful thing to just smash it. I've like back in the Philippines, like crabs like kind of common, so it's but I don't think I've ever seen anyone like use like the crab crackers or hammers and stuff like that people use in other places. So the way we did that is just basically, what did we do? I feel like we just cracked it with our hands. We just cracked it with our hands without softening the shell. Sometimes we just bit into the shell itself to crack it. Kind of hardcore, to be honest. Maybe there was an easier way, we just didn't think about it. Anyway, coconut crab, chili crab, good stuff. Steamed crab by itself is not that great, unless you put some sauce to it. And we don't do butter, we like do vinegar. Because that's what we had. It's good stuff though. Good stuff. And now I want crab. Crab's expensive here though. Oh, we gotta fight again. Oh, crap. Oh, I only sent 5 people in. I hope this is gonna be enough. All the sinners, save for Ishmael, gathered to behold the finished product. Oh, it's a boat now.
이것이 새롭게 변한 버스의 모습이요?
이것은 버스배요, 배버스요.
I think I'll go with busboat.
바퀴는 어디 갔죠? 이러면 유사 이후에는
쓸데없는 걱정이군. 당연히 배와 버스의 형태를 오갈 수 있게 개조했지.
Nice.
그런 신기한 요술 버스 같은 일이 진짜 일어난다고?
It's a magic hell bus now.
메피스토 팰리스는 원래부터 여러 가능성에서부터 나오는 각종 기능을 지닌 버스였어요. 파우스트가 말하지 않았나요?
자자, 그쯤들 하시고 시동을 걸어보죠.
As Mika fiddled with its controls, the bus boat shuddered awake. Huh? And sputtered off with the odd screeching noise we heard earlier.
뭔가 부족한 것 같은데요. 형상 변환 쪽 장치가 문제인가?
귀청 떨어지는 줄 알았네. 대체 뭐가 부족하면 저런 소리가 나는 거야?
Dang, the bus is fussy.
미카, 아무래도 저번에 적당히 때운 그게...
뭐? 적당이라고 했나?
어쩔 수 없었다고요. 부품이 모자랐단 말이에요. 원래는 대체가 안 되는 부품이 있는데 그게
Giant enemy crab? We're gonna find the giant enemy crab?
이거 분명 엔진 소린 아니라고 했었지?
이전에 마주했던 거대 돌연변이 개체입니다. 이쪽으로 오고 있군요.
About freaking time.
전과 같은 소리에 이끌렸나 보.
마침 잘 됐네. 저 커다란 놈 분명 등딱지에 그 부품을 달고 있었어. 맞지?
그렇긴 한데요.
Okay, Olga. Looks like we're gonna have to do this.
누님, 아니죠?
맞는데 그 부품이 비싸고 만들기 힘들어서 많이들 필요로 한다는 그거 맞잖아.
근처에 있던 다른 보트센터 직원분들도 많이들 돌아가셨다는 건 기억하고 계시죠?
그거야 부품 때문이 아니라 갑자기 덮쳐 들어온 거니까 그런 거고. 지금은 여기 우릴 도와주실 분들이 이렇게나 많이 있으니까. 맞다, 우리 완전 거질 때부터 보트센터 세우는 걸 도와주던 분들도 저놈이 다 죽였지? 이번 기회에 속 시원하게 박살내버리자. 킹크랩계 뇌수 담금주도 더 만들고.
누님?
She just wants the wine.
우리도 나눠줄 거지?
우리요?
이번 킹크랩계는 몇 년씩이나 해를 묵었다고 하니까요. 같은 놈이겠네요.
아무튼 그놈만 잡아 죽이면 해결된다는 거 맞냐?
바로 그렇지.
바로 그렇다는데 시계대가리.
Heathcliff turned to me, visibly eager to go up and crush some shells.
아니요, 차라리 잘 됐지 않나요?
Ishmael?
나 참, 이스 어디 있다가 온 거야?
당연히 대호수에서 버틸 수 있는 준비들을 하고 있었죠. 고래에 대한 가이드라도 빼곡하게 만들어둬야 최소한의 공부라도 하지 않겠나요?
나 그런 거 안 읽는 거 알면서 또 그런다.
그럼 읽을 수밖에 없도록 귀에 못이 박히게 해드리죠. 관리자님, 보셨죠? 저희에게는 아직도 시간이 필요해요. 준비해야 할 것도 훨씬 많고요.
Don't worry, the next chapter is probably gonna be another 50 chapters. 50 nodes, so we got time.
저 킹크립계는 쫓아낼 수 있는 거잖아요. 그럼 그렇게 해두고 버스 개조는 좀 더 뒤로 미루죠. 그렇게 시간을 벌면...
Ishmael, I'm not sure. My lack of memory doesn't help, of course, but... I don't get what you're so scared of, or what we're supposed to be preparing for. As much as I want to respect your opinions and reflect on them, I don't think this is the best for all of us, so...
모두는 무슨 모두예요?
아?
솔직해지죠, 저희. 지금 여기에 정말로 모두를 위해서 희생하는 사람들이 있나요? 다들 자신만의 목표를 이루기 위해 림버스 컴퍼니와 계약했죠. 저도, 이전번의 이상씨도, 그리고 나머지의 모든 수감자들도요. 결국 자신이 이루고 싶은 걸 이루기 위한 거 아닌가요? 그리고 당신도 기억을 되찾기 위해서 생전 알지도 못했던 황금 가지라는 걸 억지로 찾아다니고 있는 거잖아요. 누구보다 개인적인 동기로 움직이면서 왜 모두를 위하는 척이신 거죠?
너 이 자식, 감히 관리자님께!
그만.
Virgilius, who seemed to have been discreetly listening on our conversation, joined the conversation as though he's been a part of it from the start.
이스마일, 면담 때 분명하게 이야기했지. 계약을 지키는 것이 우선이라고.
계약? 그래요. 여기는 회사니까 그렇겠죠.
Ishmael glared at me with a face unlike anything she'd shown before. I sensed clear hostility in her eyes.
그래요. 그 잘난 계약은 지키죠. 관리자님. 당신이 시키신다면 따르기는 할 거예요. 그러니까 앞으로 제게 바라는 게 있다면 확실하게 말해주세요. 앞으로 제가 주제넘게 나서서 무언가를 돕거나 설명하는 일은 없을 테니까.
She's kind of like, if we die, so be it. We just die. Sure.
뭐예요? 저 집채만하게 큰 놈 죽이러 가자는 명령 아니었나요? 명령해 주시는 대로 계약에 따라 기꺼이 따르죠. 관리자 단테님.
After Ishmael finished speaking, she blankly stared at me as if awaiting my order. To which I could only reply with, "Let's go." As soon as I finished, Ishmael turned around and left the shop as if on cue. All I could do was lead the other sinners and follow her. Just then, I heard vicious sounds of crashing waves and roars of an all-crushing storm. Visions of destruction passed before me. Limbs of flesh tearing off in the shredding storm that brings crashing waves. Ishmael hanging onto the ship for dear life. Got the harpoon ready for that whale. There's someone on the side over here. I can't quite tell. Oh, there's the whale. Holy crap, it's huge! And a behemoth of an eye. Its overwhelming and all-consuming size looming over the ship, watching her in silence. That's the whale? Ishmael, I don't know how to tell you this, but we'll never be ready for that thing. Never be ready for that thing. Level 99? No. You just kind of have to deal with it. Perhaps this could be a clue to Ishmael's perplexing behavior. Yeah, you can never be ready for that gigantic thing. That thing's like as big as a mountain in the sea? No. Nah. That ain't happening. I don't think I'm gonna 3-star this, but I'm gonna 3-star it off stream. I forgot to put 2 extra people in the team. We will end up like the end survivors of the movie Jaws. I don't remember how Jaws went, to be honest. What was I thinking of? Oh, it was Lake Placid I'm thinking of. But now I don't remember how Jaws went. I just know there was like a great white shark. But I don't think the shark died at the end. That was probably a different movie. How am I supposed to clear this in 3 turns with 5? I don't think that's possible. Ouch. Also, I want to see this giant enemy crab at the end. They end up swimming on the back of a flotsam from the boat back to the beach. Ah. I mean, I can see that happening here. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if for this this place that the old Lob Corp is gonna be like in the middle of a sea. That would be weird. But it would fit. It would definitely fit what's going on here. That's for sure. Oh, crap! I forgot to keep an eye on Heathcliff's ammo. Since we're doing 3 waves, I need to keep an eye on that one. Ooh, come on! You're so close! Maybe I should just use an AoE. Yeah, we'll just use an AoE next turn and hopefully get rid of most of the crabs with that. Nice. Well, that's one crab. Ah, we don't have an AoE. That kind of sucks. Oh, you do have one. Let's see. Oh, nope, no green. No green. You are forbidden from using green, ever. It's hinted at the start that L Corp had a branch within U Corp facility underwater. Did they? Huh. That'd be interesting to see. Okay, I'm a little disappointed in giant enemy crab. Because it's not as big as what it was in the cutscene. I was expecting it to be like as big as this screen, but we didn't get that. We didn't get that. It's basically a crab hauling trash, which is kind of funny, not gonna lie, but... Oh, wait. Oh, I can do this. Hold up. Where's the AoE coming from? It's this one? Okay. Can we do multiple AoEs? We can not. Heathcliff needs to get off that green. That is illegal. Okay, let me see. This is... Can we intercept? Yes. Intercepted, not intercepted. Intercept this. This is why we need 7 people. That's why we need 7 people. I was not ready for that. That one's targeting Heathcliff. Rhodia. I think we'll be okay? Question mark. Let's see. Unopposed though. That doesn't help us. Okay. The crab's gonna get 1 free hit. But as long as we get rid of most of these, we should be mostly okay. I mean, it's 500 HP. It can't be that bad. Also, we're like level 35, but then again, this is scaled to be right at the end of Chapter 4, so... I mean, you tell me that there's a Lob Corp underwater. I would be not surprised at this point if you told me there's also a Lob Corp up in the sky somewhere. Though I'm not sure how that would work. But I can see it happening. Okay, we got 4 more turns on this guy. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, everything is staggered? Nice. Let's see. I think... Whoa, staggered, but this one is like doing stuff. What is it doing? Floating cities are a Japanese trope, not a Korean one. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Oh, this is good. Let's see, how many parts do you have? You have the head and you have the shell. Oh, we can crack the shell. We can also get rid of the head. Let's see. This is head. This is... What is this one? This is the shell. I'm just gonna pile onto the shell and see what we get from that. I'm hoping something good at least. Let's go. Thank you, Yi Sang, for being like the equivalent of 2 people. Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I mean, I don't know much Korean, what do you call this? Much Korean media, so I'm not sure how they usually do things. But I guess if you think about it, floating cities, I guess is mostly an anime, but it's also kind of like, what is it? It's also kind of like a steampunk kind of thing. At least that's what I'm thinking. At least that's what I'm thinking. Okay, who can actually go against this? You know what? Let's do this. Let's smash. Which one is this? I'm gonna have to minimize that first. Where is this one pointing to? This one is Heathcliff. Okay, it's just gonna get 1 free hit. And you know what? That's okay. The shell is broken. The shell is broken. Why don't we just focus on the shell then? Let's see. Focus on the shell. Do major damage. What do I have here on Mersault? Oh, I gave him a heal ego? Okay, we're gonna have to get rid of that then. Okay, this grab wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be. I was kind of getting worried that because it said you can have up to 7 people, this is gonna be like somewhat tough. But 5 is like plenty for this. 7 of course would make this much faster, but 5 is plenty. Eight turns, 5 people, not bad. According to Virgilius, the people at the boatworks have been saving up for a trip back to V Corp's backstreets where their fixer office used to be. After experiencing a warp train malfunction, they apparently decided they'd rather take the car. Oh, right, they were part of that. Oh, right, they were part of that whole shenanigans. It's like, how far back were they? Yeah, the warp train. You don't want to go back to the warp train. I wonder if they still remember Lovetown. I considered telling them the truth I learned from a number of identities, but I figured ignorance is bliss and kept my figurative mouth shut. Oh, they don't remember. Oh, right, their memories got wiped afterwards. Right, they don't remember a thing. They just remember the malfunction, but it wasn't really a malfunction. Maybe I feared that the things I said could bring bad results again. Like how Ishmael had fallen out with me.
자, 걸려라. 오, 걸렸다, 걸렸어.
I mean, if you think about it.
이걸로 완성이네요.
마침 밀물대네요. 지금 출발하실 수 있을 겁니다.
The tide is in. Oh, lovely. Ishmael's gonna love this.
자, 그럼 보트 형태로 전환.
And we're basically gonna take the entire chapter to. We're gonna take the entire chapter 5 just to get Ishmael to talk to us again, because you know that's how it's gonna work out.
이렇게 변하는군.
Nifty.
이 차량을 설계한 분이 존경스럽네요. 사실 저도 듣기만 들었지 실제로 이렇게 작동하는 건 처음 봐서.
My only concern with this boat, quote-unquote boat, is that there's no deck. So if we have to like go out, there is no deck. I mean, I guess there's kind of a small-ish deck at the front, but that's not enough moving space, you know? You kind of need a deck on the boat.
아마 이 차량의 핵심만 건재하다면 다른 형태로도 충분히 바뀔 수 있을걸요? 어떻게 이런 코어가 존재할 수 있는 거죠? 정말 대단하다는 말밖에는 나오지가 않네요.
네, 파우스트는 대단합니다.
자, 그럼 다들 탑승하세요. 물가에 가서 배로 다시 전환하면 될 거예요.
Okay, I see the deck now. It's like it's a fishing boat. We have a fishing boat. This is not enough for a whale. I think you need at least a destroyer for the whale. Aboard the now boat-shaped Mephi, we forged ahead into the ever-rising waters. My relationship with Ishmael was still precarious, which was something I still wasn't sure what to do about. But since some of the sinners were also trying to be supportive towards Ishmael, I decided that it would be best if I tried to come up with a solution in the meantime. Let's also kind of think about this a little bit. It's not Dante's fault. It's not Dante's fault that Ishmael got into that state. I mean, the only thing he really did was try to separate her and Heathcliff, right? He's still trying to figure out what the heck to do about this, but it's basically Virgilius putting them into place, and because he had to remind her about contract stuff, it's like, okay, fine, if it's just the contract, and I'll just do just the contract and nothing more. But it's not really Dante's fault. I feel like it's not Dante's fault, but for some reason they're making it his fault. I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Maybe I'll find out more further we get into the shores of the lake. Yeah, we're gonna be doing 50 nodes of that.
잘 나아가네요.
그럼 우리 이제 돈 받아서 외식하러 갈 수 있는 거야?
돈이라면 아까 받았어요. 계약 이행 완료하자마자 제비아찌 협회에서 보낸 배송 전문 해결사가 오시더니 바로 잔금을 치러주시던데요.
DevJot. Who's DevJot?
오, 생각보다 어마어마한 회사였는데? 좋아! 잔뜩 벌었으니 오늘은 크랩게 말고 오랜만에 돼지고기 어때? 삼겹살로!
Okay, barbecue time.
좋죠, 누님.
그런데 미카.
네?
이번 개조 목록에 잠수 기능도 있었어?
There's a submersible mode?
그럴 리가요?
저거 기우는 것 같은데.
야, 빨리 물 빼!
It wasn't gonna be that easy, was it?
양동이는 어딨죠? 구멍을 찾았어. 이곳에.
관.
TD.
출발할게. 보글보글.
구명보트 꺼내올게요.
And now Ishmael's fears are well founded.
위약금 낼 준비나 해야겠네요.
조작군.
That was a huge close up there. What was that? That's it? That's it? I mean, I know it's gonna be a short chapter, but that's it? We're so screwed. With our frantic attempts to drain the bus and Sharon's skillful rowing, we managed to get back to the boatworks and have the bus repaired. With that, our voyage on the Great Lake began somehow in earnest. Now we grind. Yeah, I'll be grinding off stream. You definitely don't need to see this. All right. Okay, quick recap on the chapter. On one hand, I'm glad we got this little break between chapters to set up for the next one. On the other hand, I wish it was a little bit more humorous like it was back in 3.5 with the chicken stuff. So I don't know. I feel like I don't know what to think about this. It's not really an event per se. It's more like, hey, we're in between chapters. This is a teaser for the next story, like an actual teaser for the next story. Unlike 3.5, where it's kind of like where it's kind of like it's basically a silly chicken chapter that doesn't seem like it connects to chapter 4 whatsoever. But here it's kind of like more on the nose. We did get baited by the beach scene, but if you saw the trailer, that's not gonna be real. That's not gonna be real. Also, the holy crap, the starkness here. Yeah, I see it. I guess we'll just pick that up right now. Whew. On one hand, it's nice that we don't have to go through a dungeon this time. Oh no, never mind, we do have to go through a dungeon. Never mind. Actually, no, this is clear within 15 turns. Is this a dungeon? I don't think there's a dungeon, right? I'm gonna take a quick peek. I'm just gonna take a quick peek. 7. Okay, fine. We're gonna put 7 people. I'm gonna put some heavy hitters here. I'm just gonna take a quick peek and then do it later. Because I think I just want to grind off stream at this point. Yeah, it's just this. Okay. Exit, give up. I'll do that later. That's gonna be at least now we don't have to go through a dungeon to get the points, so this is gonna be a little bit faster, but the grind is still gonna be pretty bad. What is this? 40? And how much does the what's the bonus? The bonus on all of this is 40% from Ishmael. Really? Okay, 40% from Ishmael, then we'll get Ryoshu and Sinclair added to that, so that's gonna be 80%. That's not too bad. But that's still a lot of grinding, which I'm not looking forward to. Does this actually subtract? It looks like it doesn't subtract, so it's going to be the same as last time. So it's just benchmarks basically. That's gonna take a while. Gonna have to get 4,000 this time. It's not 6,000, but it's 4,000. I don't want to do the math right now, but I think if we get almost double, how many runs is this going to be? Okay, fine. Let's do math. 4,000 minus 669, 3,031, and we get 40 for that one. I know there's some bonuses, but let's just say 40 divided by 40 times 1.8 at most. 72-ish runs, a little bit less than 70 runs. I guess it could be worse, but it's also like spam. I guess you could just do a few a day and not worry about it later. I don't think... Oh! Looks like I got an ID here, so I'll be using that later. Okay, that'll make it a teeny tiny bit faster. Alright, I guess that does it for our stream today. Nice short stream, nice short return to Limbus stream. So again, I'm sorry, there's simply no chapter 4 on this channel because of mishaps on my end. But if you've seen chapter 4, then you kind of know how that goes. And overall impression of chapter 4 after I finished it, actually very, very nice. I'll be honest, I kind of almost cried at the end of chapter 4. Am I gonna I guess I don't know. Should I spoil it for people who haven't seen it? I'll just say for chapter 4, it got me a little emotional, not gonna lie. Because it's kind of like looking back at bygone times that you can never get back, simpler times. And that always makes me tear up a little bit. And just the circumstances surrounding everything was like, yeah, you always had it in you to do the things you wanted to do, but you got so caught up in the past that you just can't move forward. At least that's what I took away from it. I don't know if that's actually what it was, but it was nice. I like chapter 4. It was actually quite emotional, very emotional. Chapter 3 was like a huge conflict, and you just kind of feel it, and you're just trying to survive at the end. And chapter 4 is like emotional. I feel like chapter 5, once we finally get into it, there's not gonna be a clean ending to that one, because I don't think the whale could ever die, but we might be able to do at least something to help Ish over here. I'm just saying. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. Hopefully also, whatever happens, whatever is happening at Project Moon headquarters right now, I hope they sort this whole thing out. It's very complicated, and I will not comment further anything about it. It's very much a Korean problem. It's very much a Korean situation that, unless you're from that area or know everything from that, it's like it's a little hard to comment. I just hope they sort it out, and I wish them the best, because I really like the stuff they do. So we shall see. We'll hope for the best. Hopefully chapter 5 is not going to be delayed too much because of that, but if it does, we understand, I feel like. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for watching. Tomorrow I have a snack review stream scheduled for tomorrow, but the thing that I'm waiting for hasn't come yet, so I'm kind of wondering if it will actually be a snack review stream. If it doesn't come tomorrow, if it doesn't come by tomorrow, right before the stream, then I might have to change the plans like last minute. So just FYI for people who are here It might change last minute if the snacks haven't come here yet. Supposedly it was on the way, but it's like it took literally 14 days from shipping to even get near my area, and then it's kind of like all over the place. So it's like, okay, I'm hoping it got delivered, and if it did get delivered, great, we'll continue as normal. If not, then plan B. I do have a plan B in case that does happen. We'll just have to wait and see. But anyway, I'll see you guys all later, and thank you all for coming. Thank you for watching. I'm sad we didn't see any shrimps, but maybe we'll see shrimps in actual chapter 5 proper. So maybe the shrimp suit will come back again at that point. We'll see. Thank you all, everyone. Have a nice rest of your day, and see you later. Bye-bye.